always room for more. I'm your host, Chris Moore. With me always is the beautiful Katrina Penny.
Hello.
And our two best friends, Ryan and Spinny.
Hi there, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Spinny, and I'm very, very high.
Yeah, we started off a little high.
Just a little.
Already.
Have you ever looked up to the night sky, staring long at the starry night, and wondered if we were truly alone in this universe? Or how vast is that dark void that surrounds our planet? Well, let's smoke weed about it.
Oh, okay. You just have to smoke weed about it.
Oh, yeah, you got the pisser, don't you, again? You and your pisser. Oh, we got one brewing out. Big one coming up for you. Oh.
So wait, what the fuck are we talking about today again?
Space!
Right, yeah.
Space! As Tim Curry said in, what video game was that? I think it was Red Alert 3 or some shit. He was one of the bad guys. He was like the Russian leader or something. Like,
Is that one of the Command and Conquer games?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like and he when he loses, he's like, "We'll build a space or a mission or a fucking base on the moon in space."
I forgot about that.
Hilarious. Yes, we're talking about space.
Spinny's favorite thing in the universe, and Ryan's.
Yeah, they're both
In the
very-
universe, in the whole universe, in space.
Honestly,
Space-time.
it's interesting. It just
Well, I like space stuff. I like the movie Alien, Predator, Predator 2. Oh, that takes toll. Some of it takes on Earth, though, those movies. But space is a very interesting concept. Like, are we alone, for one? Do you believe in aliens? Do you think, could there possibly be life on the planets that we know of?
Okay, well, let's start with the first one. Let's slow down. Do I believe in aliens?
Yeah, do you?
Yes.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
I've got some interesting thoughts to throw out there.
Like but what kind of aliens do you think I believe in? Like,
Well, what do you...
Do you believe? Okay, his favorite animal, remember, is the water bear.
Tardigrade, yeah. This guy remembers. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he says he believes in aliens, do you believe in intelligent life like an advanced civilization like humans, or are you talking about
Yeah.
microbes?
Both. Yeah. It's like, it's pretty highly unlikely that there isn't at least one other. Kind of thing.
Right.
Like the chance of there literally only being one
Yeah,
is
it's
pretty
weird.
small.
Yeah. There has to be some sort of, other.
And I feel, but I'm talking about just for intelligent life.
True,
And there's
right?
something
Yeah.
called like the Great Barrier of Life, the Great Barrier to Life, and it's like if it's basically this line that any species crosses, and it's basically this point. Give me a second. It's this point in a species' growth as a species through history and time, where they either surpass this ultimate challenge, this ultimate goal, like this hurdle, this great obstacle, this great barrier, if you will, the name of it.
Right.
And most things will not pass that barrier. We don't know where that barrier is. So, if that great
in layman's
barrier,
terms, he's talking about a species inert. Like they'll eventually destroy themselves. That's it. Like,
yeah, or something will destroy them, or just something will just happen. Like there's just we don't know where the great barrier is that would just make it so no life could progress beyond that point. So any other living planets out in the universe, because the universe is so big, any other living planets out in the universe were, oh my god, I'm high. I lost my train of thought. It just fucking ran off the rails. Oh, it was going so good. I know I was talking about the Great Barrier of Life, but the whole point is, like, if that Great Barrier is If it already happened in the past,
Yeah.
we're fine. We're great. We already overcame it, so we're like able to do anything we want.
But how do you know we've overcame it?
We don't.
Okay,
So it could be in the future.
but
Which means we could die.
but everybody dies.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
eventually.
but like everybody dies. Right, you know what I mean?
Like just at once.
Civilization.
Like just kaboom.
Maybe not as quick as a kaboom, but like in
What do they-
geological scales, maybe.
What do they call it? A
Scales of time.
class N or something like that.
Yeah, there's different
area.
classes of civilization. There's like it's literally, I think it's just 1, 2, and 3.
No, I mean, like, there's, like, what they
Type
call it. Like,
type 1, type 2,
Okay,
type 3.
so you're not
Types,
saying
not classes.
that you believe in like movie type aliens, like blah blah blah, blah big green head. You're like there is something similar to us, like like in my opinion, okay, like where I'm seeing it is like I don't believe we're the only ones here. Obviously, I don't believe in like aliens coming to observe us or anything, but I feel like there is like a similar Earth in a different part of the universe because we just haven't reached that part. Like there can't be just one single conglomerate of planets. There has to be another universe with more planets that probably has a similar thing, and then it's like, oh look, more evolution of that, and like maybe that those people are more advanced. And
Yeah.
maybe they don't even classify themselves as people because they, it's like different. It's like kind of
Yeah.
like an alternate universe, but not really an alternate universe. That's how I see it.
And that's the other thing too. You got to think of like what the other life would look like too. Like right now, we understand that life grows in water, so we look for water. But what if there's a life form that doesn't require that? So foreign and alien, mind for lack of a better word, to
That's
us,
true.
like
They're
a
looking for
silicone-based
life.
life form. So it's basically living rocks.
right, right.
They're looking for life forms on Saturn and beyond. So I mean
Yeah.
that's true. Apparently there's water underneath the frozen surface, so like there could be life underneath
Of
there.
Europa, yeah.
Europa is
With-
the moon.
Yeah, of Jupiter,
Oh, right, right.
I think, or Saturn, one of the two. I'm too high to remember which one.
With the aliens, I strongly believed that we had been visited by aliens in the past.
Yeah,
And I always kind of thought they were a different species, but I'm strongly, I don't know, getting more inclined to think that maybe it was actually humans kind of traveling back in time, trying to like set us up, maybe teach us the mistakes that we had kind of tried to learn from
So-
in the future.
So you're thinking it's us so advanced that we've come back to see where we were.
Yeah,
So Interstellar.
yeah,
Spoiler alert. Sorry. Get fucked.
kind of. Well, like, I mean, there's some stuff that
I've
we've
never
learned
seen it.
in the ancient civilization that's
Yeah.
like,
I don't know. It's such a space used to scare the crap out of me as a kid. Like because you don't understand the concept of it, right? And it's just so big. So it's just
We
like
still don't.
I know, and like that's
It's
why it's
so hard to
freaky
fathom.
because it's just endless,
Yeah.
and it's just like where, how, why are you here? Why are we here? It's just like it opens up so many doors and questions that blow your just break your brain.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, it's hard to have your brain around a lot of it. It's all the time.
I got a question.
What's that?
What shape do you think the universe is?
Oh no.
Isn't it like...
There's no right or wrong answer. We actually don't know. We're pretty close, I think, to an answer, but
Omnia strip, or what do they call that shit? Like
Mobius strip?
That's it, the Mobius strip. Mobius meal, whatever.
Surprised you that I knew that answer.
it's a pretty good answer. That's what you think it is, Mobius strip?
Yep.
I'm gonna assume
What'd I
it's
say?
just I want to say like long and ovally, like like if there was an end to it, which I don't think there is, but like if you were to like just picture the universe just floating there, I would make like if I were to paint the universe in like an aura, I would make it like spherical and like
Okay.
you know what I mean?
It's like a sphere universe, like a bubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Interesting.
sounds weird to me now that I say it out loud, but like
No,
that's
not
how
necessarily,
I picture it. But you look at the Milky Way and it's like a wave, right? So
Right.
like, I don't know. I almost like picture like a snow globe, like it's just like the big snow globe of stars, and you're just shaking around in this big old universe of just floatiness.
Like Men in Black.
I was gonna say like Men in Black.
Does
but
that
it
make
turns
that-
out that they're in a
yeah.
marble
Orion's
bag.
belt.
That might sound
Yeah.
crazy, but I think it makes sense.
No, it does
Right.
kind of make sense. But like we're in the snow globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another kind of theory where it's very similar. There's a sphere, but we exist on the outside of the sphere. Kind of similar how we exist on the outside of the sphere of the Earth.
Yeah.
But in a more temporal sense.
I
And,
don't
like,
know. Maybe it's just because I like circles,
like
but
in a more of like the fabric of space time is wrapped around itself. There's that kind of theory, but I think it's generally flat. But like,
the way I
In
see
my
it,
mind, I would think that it was. I don't know why, but I feel like it's more elliptical. I want to say like egg shaped. Like
well, that's kind of what I mean.
well, is there an
Oval.
edge?
Yeah.
no, it round all the way around.
But I'm saying like, I'm talking about like, is there like? you
It's
would-
not
I
flat.
don't feel like it's a definitive edge. I would feel like it's more like you you can't see my arms.
like butterfly wings.
Yes. No. When I picture it, okay, you see when you see a picture of like a nebula, okay, or like that cluster of like color, right? It kind of swirls and it's kind of swirly, right? Or it kind of that's how I picture the universe as a whole.
So a fade.
That's
not really an edge, but a fade.
Interesting. Okay. And does it end?
No,
Infinite?
just
Forever?
Yeah.
Infinite foreverness. See, that's kind of what we might think.
Like
I guess
honestly,
that's-
I don't think there is an end. Like
There's no edge to the
there is no
universe.
edge to the universe. There is no end. It is vast, endless space. Like there's no. I mean, think about it, and I might be wrong because I'm literally just going by movie knowledge and what little movie knowledge I have here. You know, like
Well, I go by in
doesn't
life.
it take like so many amount of human years versus quote unquote light years to get somewhere? So like you can it can take like so many light years to get somewhere, but it's like 5 years human
we can't
people
travel.
time.
What you're thinking is we can't travel. We might be thinking of two different things. We can't travel faster than the speed of light.
Right.
Nothing can. The speed of light is the speed of how fast everything happens.
I know, but like to get to like the moon, for example, right? It takes like a certain amount of years to get there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
The faster you go, the quicker you get there, but there's a limit. You'll never be able to go this fast or faster. And that's the speed of light.
I just confused the fuck out of myself.
Well, basically,
I know what you're referring to. You're referring to trying to travel the speed of light and get somewhere relative, so we can't get to like Jupiter. If we were to actually travel to Jupiter or something like that, it would still take us, if we were traveling at the speed of light, it would take us like 5 or 6 years or a couple of years on a spaceship to get there, which is the ridiculous thing we're trying to overcome at this point. And to get to the nearest star, traveling at the speed of light, it would still take us a ridiculous amount of time.
There was something along the lines of it's going to take you like 100 years to get somewhere.
Yes.
And you're never going to actually get there, kind of thing.
That's a big problem with interstellar space travel, is how long it takes to get there, and as well as with time dilation as well. Like the faster you're going, or the more gravity that's being pulled on you, the faster you move through time. Compared to me sitting here on the Earth just doing doodly doodly
That's
doo.
kind of what I think I was referring to, but it wasn't eloquently put because I'm not
Yeah.
science.
Do you know what a light year is?
Nope.
It's a unit of measurement.
Well, I mean, I figured that, but
It's how
Distance.
it's a unit of its distance, exactly. It's a unit of measurement for distance, like miles or kilometers.
right.
But it's how far light travels in 1 year.
So like how fast you shine a flashlight and it's like bam, it goes.
And it goes
I think it's 126,000 kilometers a second.
Maybe that's what I was talking about.
it's 300,000.
You know what? It's probably
126,000 miles a second. Then maybe.
Maybe I don't know the
what I'm
miles, but I
thinking
know
about is
kilometers.
probably some deep down stored lecture knowledge from photography when I took photography in college. And we learned about light and how light bounces and stuff like that. And I think my one professor did briefly go over like how light travels and stuff like that. Maybe that's the knowledge I'm pulling, that I'm thinking I know stuff.
Yeah.
But it's actually photography knowledge that's totally irrelevant.
Well, it's not completely irrelevant. It's definitely very related. Like, you're literally capturing light.
Yeah,
how
like
fast you capture that light
basically we were
changes the
learning
picture.
how the light would bounce into the lens and then refract back and stuff like that.
Exactly. How fast that happens.
Yeah.
How many times that happens for video.
Yeah.
Right.
I did not do well in that class. Let's just be honest. But yeah.
I don't have thoughts because
I got some.
I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
Well, I
Not
got some
really
interesting.
confused. Just it's space.
Space.
You are so high right now.
I got two. I got pretty high.
What were
You
you
got
saying?
some native heritage, man. So I'm curious on how that correlates with your
I'm not sure
the
what
stars,
that
man.
means.
How do you read into the stars?
I don't read into the stars normally. Not when it comes to space stuff, I guess.
Not in London, man. There's fucking like eight.
You can't see shit in London.
That's
You
true.
get like
used to
8
be able
stars.
to.
Get nothing.
Every time it's a full moon, it's raining or it's snowing, and I'm upset about it. Let's just upset. Can't do shit when it's raining. Well, you can, but not happily. I don't like being wet. Anyway,
You
But
used to be
so-
able to see some stars.
Do you guys think Elon Musk can get to Mars then?
Yeah.
And
Oh, he'll
have
figure it
people-
out.
People live there.
I think people will die there.
accurate.
100%.
Well,
I,
that's-
think I know for a fact it's pretty much guaranteed that humans will die on Mars.
Oh yeah, because it's
I don't
already-
know how well we will live on Mars necessarily. Whether or not it's worth it, really.
I don't know if it's
Terraforming
worth
a
it.
whole ass planet.
I don't
It's
think so.
basically
I
a
don't think
backup
you
plan.
should.
It's a bad one.
Just because
It's
you can
a
doesn't mean you
backup
should.
plan.
Look,
It's
you-
better than no backup plan.
You sign a waiver before you go saying you're okay to die on this trip. So obviously you ain't coming back. You're going. You're dying on Mars. That's the plan.
I guess it is a little better than like the Wall-E method.
Oh,
You know, where they just shove them on a spaceship.
Never seen it.
really?
Do you care about spoilers?
I've never seen it either.
Wait,
Do you care about spoilers?
wait, no, don't spoil. Too
We
much.
can't spoil it because
Okay.
it's a 2 and 2.
Give a
Have you
basic.
seen it?
No.
Give a basic. Yes, this is perfect. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Well, we basically what we're doing right now, we're destroying the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. And then they go on
yeah.
a spaceship. That's it. That's the whole point I was trying to bring up.
All right.
Right.
That's all I'm
Makes
bringing
sense.
up. That's all
Makes
I'm bringing
sense.
up.
We'll
That's it.
watch it and then we'll discuss.
Yeah.
That's pretty obvious from like the cover of the fucking movie. Like,
Yeah. Like he's a trash robot. That's
well, you're going in
know.
Yeah. No,
But the basic premise.
Yeah.
It's just the basic premise.
cute little trash
Trash
compactor.
robot.
Salty
He's a little trash
compactor.
compactor. Salty little trash compactor. That's it.
Comes back around.
That's an outsider
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah, we were laughing about that earlier. Oh,
So
you all calling me a trash compactor.
Hey, it's not my fault you literally eat all of my leftovers, and I'm okay with it because I don't eat that much. So I'm just like, here, Spinny, have this. Finish my food.
Come on now, don't need to be salty.
Salty little trash compactor.
What I like about space, though, is the fact that it is so vast and so mysterious that you don't really know if there is other planets past there, right? And
Well, we do know there's
we
a lot.
know, but at this point, yeah,
But there could be one there, and we just couldn't see it. It
Yeah.
doesn't emit light; it reflects light.
yeah.
And
like,
weekly.
do we know if there's life on these other planets yet?
Not yet.
Because that's the other thing that'd be cool to find out.
We know
Like,
that there's capability for life forms. We haven't found
because
life forms.
you find like a planet that's in the first stages of like where we were, but in the Jurassic era or whatever, and find like kind of like dinosaur alien type things.
Could you imagine they find dinosaurs on another planet? That'd be so cool. It's like Dinosaur Planet.
Did you?
Oh, Jurassic Planet next movie.
Good God. Oh.
Did you hear the comment recently from Elon
Yes.
Musk and
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was listening to the
we
radio.
are basically capable of making Jurassic Park right now.
Literally, Elon Musk went on to say, he was like, we could make Jurassic Park. Like, he could figure it out. And then they were talking about it on the radio, and then the girl on the radio is just like, did they learn nothing from the last 3 movies? And I'm just like dying at work, listening, because it's like completely dead. So I have the radio turned up so I can hear it. And she's just going on about like how like stupid this idea is. And I'm like, you go, girl, you go. Right? You're like, and she's just like, as Jeff Goldblum says, just because we can doesn't mean you can. I don't remember the
should.
actual line. Yeah, it doesn't. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I don't know if that's the actual line he says.
no.
It's
so.
been so long thinking about whether or not you could. You didn't think whether you should.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's just like, can we not?
Okay, but like dinosaurs.
Okay, Ryan, you're
sorry.
the problem. Okay, you're the type of people they're trying to
Their
attract.
dream is
They were
like-
made as a cautionary tale, Ryan.
Did you not see like episode movie 2 when like she was right up beside the little baby Stegosaurus and she like pet him on the little
I
head?
loved that. I did. You
on. Did you
can't
not
throw
see
baby
the- come on.
anything in my face and not let me love it. I'm just saying it's a bad idea, because you also remember the other part of that movie, Ryan?
What are the
Giant ass fucking T-Rex chasing and terrorizing everybody, because guess what?
Exactly.
They're not supposed to exist in our time.
Yeah, don't make the scary ones.
But
Whoops.
that does seem like a bad idea. Because first of all, do you think he's crazy or?
I feel
Genius.
he's a genius, and I feel like that was hilarious. And he's just literally just memeing and trolling.
I was gonna say he's
it's for
trolling
publicity. Like he's smart as fuck. Like to get publicity, he's just like I could do fucking Jurassic Park.
Hey,
Like
look, I just
what
got-
of it? And like everyone's just like Jesus Christ. He's
just
like
got
yeah, I
so
said it.
much
What?
shit.
Please don't.
I just got so much shit for smoking that blunt on Joe Rogan so many years ago. So
Yeah.
I gotta get
And
my
he's-
cred back. I can do Jurassic Park. Damn
The
it.
thing is, it was fucking fine. Like, he got in shit for smoking on... And I get it. I understand how his, like, stockholders were. But that's some old-timey shit. But I guess they're old-timey shit. But, like,
Yep.
at the same time, he doesn't smoke weed on a daily basis. He's not a marijuana smoker.
Yeah,
But
right.
everyone on Earth is well aware of the effects of marijuana. And it's a temporary high that you sleep it off and you wake up and you drink some water and you're fucking fine.
Or
and you
eat
go to work
something.
and then you work without weed for the rest of the days. He doesn't smoke weed.
Exactly. Like I came into this podcast fucking baked in my mind, and I am not as baked now.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like I understand shareholders being like not wanting to do like getting mad, like not wanting to maybe work with someone who smokes a lot of
weed,
marijuana,
yeah,
like us.
yeah.
You know what I mean.
To that note, if you got one,
yeah, let's smoke
it
weed
up.
about it, man. Like talking about shareholders
Smoke
and
it up.
shit. No, I need to smoke weed, man.
Shareholders.
Fuck that
Shut the
shit,
fuck up,
man.
Smitty.
Let's just,
It's the
let's
man.
just smoke some
You
weed,
freaking
man.
nerd.
We ain't talking about the man.
Oh, I have to bust one still.
Well, before I get into explain the strain, I just want to mention to our listeners, if you're paying attention, if you're listening and stuff, coming up is 420.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
And that's like a stoner's, Christmas. So we're having a special 420 episode. We're going to try to record it early in the day and have it out to you by 420.
Emphasis on try it.
Yes, we're going to get really, really baked. Like,
And then I have to edit
you
while that break.
don't even comprehend how baked we're probably going to get. Spinny wants to smoke every 5 minutes. So there's going to be a lot of bowls, a lot of joints going around.
I feel like everyone needs 2 ways of smoking marijuana,
That
With
might be
them.
fair.
right? And you're just constantly packing and talking and then smoking every 5 minutes.
I love you.
Yeah.
But this episode would technically be coming out after the 420 episode.
Oh, yeah, really, wouldn't it?
The 420 episode's coming out first.
Hey, look, I'm pretty stoned. I forgot about this.
Yeah.
So, you
Hey,
know,
I hope you enjoyed the 420 episode. I hope you loved it a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
I meant to do this on the last episode. That's what it was.
Good job, sweetie. Good job.
You know what's funny though? That relates to today's episode. 'Cause it's almost like space and time dilate.
That's spaced out, man. That's what happened there. Fucking
You lost
spaced
a whole
the fuck
chunk
out.
of time. You just like lost it.
Look, when we're starting to record these ahead of time, so it's starting to get a little in the head,
Remember how we talked about hitting a pothole? That was a black hole.
Yeah, no
Welcome
kidding.
back
You
to
guys
space.
got so fucking high beforehand. I don't even know how you're still alive.
It was
It's that big ass fucking.
They made a giant pisser.
Well,
Okay,
they know. They've been listening.
I know, but like you
The
didn't
420.
explain it very well, honey.
Well, it's because in the 420 episode, I probably will explain it when we have it out.
Did you
I didn't
tell?
realize that this technically happened first.
If he didn't explain it properly, it's a 5-gallon bucket.
No, you're gonna know, bro. Like I said, we're gonna explain it
Oh,
on the
this is
420
ridiculous.
podcast, which comes out before this one because we're
Okay,
stoned
focus.
as fuck.
Focus.
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 Future Spinny, take a breath.
Breathe. Okay.
Oh.
Center. We were talking about space.
Face,
We were talking about space.
space, like the space bar. And,
Okay, is there a question that anybody has ever wondered about space?
Why is it called the Milky Way? Is it because it's milky looking?
It's because it looks like you're swirling like a cappuccino.
I don't know.
It-
Just the
yeah,
only thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, scientists get to name whatever they want. The things they find, they get to name them whatever they want.
just to get in the books, they just want their names.
Sometimes they name it stupid shit. There's a lot of stupid shit, but it was just a scientific name.
I don't know. I don't really have we know I'm not very sciencey. I'm not.
Yeah, you have a lot more emotional intelligence than, you know what I mean?
Thank you. I think.
No, that's genuine.
That sounds
I-
good. Yeah.
Like
I'm-
that's something I'm not as smart in.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, science and math are not my strong suits, and I definitely look to you and Ryan for that purpose. So question-wise, I mean, I just enjoy listening because I don't really have a lot of knowledge. So, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have a question I could think to ask.
Yeah.
Because I really
Don't have a
don't.
base of reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I've pretty much, like, yeah. I'm not going to try and defend it because you
think
understand.
There's a planet, and the fact that there could be many different planets out there.
What was that?
In fact, like there's supposed to be like many different planets out there, right?
Yeah.
Do you think one of those planets has a lot of great ass weed?
Yeah. There's a chance.
Marijuana is that just an Earth anomaly in the vastness of the universe?
Or do you think they get a better space weed?
Is Earth the only
my God.
planet?
What if, like, weed grew on Mars and then it'd be Mars weed? And then
I
it would
feel
just
like
be like.
Terrible weed.
Oh, it
should
would
be
be
growing in sand
It would
and
be.
shit.
It
Wouldn't
would
that
be.
be like
It would
weed
be
for
like.
Arizona?
It would be like dirt weed.
Yeah, like Arizona.
Yeah,
weed.
but they could grow it in a greenhouse. And like, get this. Who's taking us to Mars? Elon
wait.
Musk.
We're-
He's gonna take some weed there.
We're gonna build greenhouses and make more greenhouse gas on Mars.
Great idea, Ryan.
Oh, speaking of which, you wanted to speak? Oh, I got a good space thing. You know, the first person to bring weed to space was
Who?
Canadian
Aldrin?
dude,
Of course it was.
Oh,
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Chris Hadfield. I think his name is.
Yep.
He brought weed to space.
That
He didn't
motherfucker.
smoke it.
That's amazing.
He's also the dude that sang Space Oddity.
Yeah, because he was in space.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, what?
Chris Hadfield?
Yeah,
while
he's like
in space on the International Space
They made
Station,
videos and sent them back.
floating around playing acoustic guitar, singing Space Oddity.
That is freaking
And he
amazing.
also brought weed.
I need to see this video.
We will look it up.
We'll post it, but
You can find it.
if we can find it, we'll post it on our social medias.
It's all over his. He's got a YouTube channel, so just look up Chris Hadfield and you'll find his YouTube channel.
That's true.
Too. Yeah, he just posts
Chris
stuff. 'Cause,
Hadfield.
Chris Hadfield.
That's
Hadfield,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool. I dig
Is
that
he
a lot.
related to what the fuck is his name?
I don't know. Something Hadfield.
Yeah, something Hadfield.
That's helpful.
Yeah,
Or
that was a
Hayfield.
great reference. Thanks for bringing
Probably
that.
not.
Metallica singer.
Probably no. That's Hatfield.
Hadfield.
Martin?
James Hatfield.
James.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
People would be like, "What? James Hadfield went to space?"
Oh man, his brother.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh man. Yes.
So, what you smoking there?
Ah, yes. Explain the strain. We should get to explain the strain.
Yeah. I'm gonna smoke weed while you describe your
Yes, I will describe.
marijuana variety.
Good God, guys.
So this afternoon, I went down to the local dispensary. It's curbside right now, but it's all good. We were able to get some 7 acres White Widow.
Woohoo!
It's an indica hybrid. So we're smoking some indica tonight because, I don't know, I've been up late all week, so is Trina, so...
I have been falling asleep at ridiculous hours the past week, and I'm completely ass backwards.
Oh,
so I just, I really need to get my shit
Exactly.
together. But, you know,
Okay. Well, yeah, because I'm going back to days soon. And, you know, once I go back to days, I need my light to... There we go. Better sleep, anyways. So the White Widow is a nice light green with brown hairs, very crispy. I'm going to post pictures of these like I always do. 7 acres. I've never tried this brand before. Brian, have you tried the 7 acres?
I have had 7 acres, but I believe it was only, I'd say 4 or 5 months after legalization. So at this point, we're talking like I haven't had it for like a year and a half.
Okay. Well,
I wasn't that big of a fan. The White Widow specifically, I will say I got, because I'm a huge fan of White Widow, so I got one from Redican, which was amazing in my opinion. The one batch that I got from 7 Acres I wasn't a fan of, and then I was just too picky to go back, so it might have just been a bad batch.
right. Well, it's all right. I don't mind it. Like I said, it's not no Redican. No offense to 7 Acres, but you can't go wrong with Redican. That weed is always top notch in my books. I've always found it.
It's at least a decent price, and pretty good, pretty consistent good quality.
I mean, I'm technically smoking the same thing as you, Chris, so
Sure.
I can attest that it tastes good, but
Oh yeah.
there's definitely been other ones that are like, holy crap. Oh, the one I got the other day when Spinny and I went,
Oh yes, the Cold Creek Kush.
yeah, the Cold Creek.
That's what I'm smoking right now.
It was, oh man, it's good, but I took a bud out and it makes your fingers sticky. Like sorry, Spenny. It does. Like I took it out and I put it in the grinder and I was just like, I was tacky afterwards. I'm like, well, that is some good bud. Like, you know it's good when it's sticky, but at the same time it's uncomfortable because you're like, bleh.
Yeah.
Most of the time, sticky is a bad, but when you got a sticky bud, that's the best bud there is.
It's good weed and it was cheap. It was nice and cheap too, which I appreciate because I'm like almost broke.
Yeah. Yeah, they got good deals at that dispensary.
Yeah, they do. They have good prices for sure, and I mean, especially with being cut back in hours at work and stuff like that, because of the pandemic and all. I appreciate a cheap weed that's still good quality. You know?
So yeah, if you're in London, shout out to Forest City Marijuana.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a great
they're
place
awesome.
to go to. They don't sponsor us or nothing, but like, hey man, that's a great place
No,
to go
but they
get your
just
weed.
they just opened, and like honestly, they're really
Yeah, like I said, the
weed. I
prices
like
are
it.
fair. The weed and the selection is great,
and they have curbside. So
Yeah, right now all you gotta do is go on their website and pick out what you want and go get it. Basically, pick it up.
Pretty dope.
So we have more on space people.
Space people.
space people.
Well, aliens are space people.
Ryan, did you have anything you wanted to talk about?
Not particularly.
You did have a thing that we interrupted for Explain the Strain.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Did I? I'm not sure. Do you remember what I was starting out with?
I was
No?
hoping you did, but
I mean, it's just kind of interesting. I mean, if you think back of when they were announcing the space race in the '60s, and then going to space, and then going to the moon, like that was like evolutionary, like leaps and bounds for humanity.
yeah, no kidding.
Within this decade, we're gonna be landing on Mars.
I see it.
I mean, it's crazy to speak of it like that, but like within the next 9 years, like it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
We're gonna successfully land on Mars.
Yeah, whether it's for any significant length of time, that's
Well,
still
that's what I said.
yeah.
That the people on Mars that go to Mars are probably
Ain't coming
not
back.
coming back.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a one-way trip.
Yeah.
It's more difficult trying to get you home.
Man,
That's fun.
Armageddon fucked me up, yo. Like, watching that movie, I'm like, nope. Space can stay where it is. I'm good.
So you know space a lot, right?
I love space.
Yeah, as you still have demonstrated with the knowledge of what you've been speaking. Movies that have space in them, do you see a lot of errors and like, you know,
Sometimes.
things that you're like, oh my god, like for instance, I know for a fact there'd be no giant explosions and fireballs in space because there's no oxygen in space, right?
Not necessarily.
No? Because that's what people keep saying is that, oh, that
Most-
would never happen because space doesn't have oxygen, so there'd be no.
Space has oxygen because we're in space.
Well, we're in an atmosphere with oxygen produced
But the
by
oxygen had to get here.
produced by trees,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't leave the
In
atmosphere.
the form of water.
Okay, wait.
If you were to ignite a lighter in space, it would not light, correct or not correct?
Correct.
Wait.
If you were to light a lighter in a
Outers.
nebula, it might ignite.
Wait.
You
whole
probably
nebula?
die
Okay,
a
but
very quick death.
what if you
slow
planted a tree on
In-
another planet?
It would depend on soil and sun, and the thing is, our trees are very, very well adapted to living on our planet with our distance to our burning fireball in the sky.
yeah.
And the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So the plants on our planet are specifically adapted to take
Our
in
biomes
our
and shit.
atmosphere. So our what is it? 70% nitrogen, 30% oxygen, give or take some numbers.
Yeah.
It takes that in. And back in the Jurassic period, or back when the dinosaurs were around, it was actually, I've heard that it was flipped around, where plants actually used to take in carbon dioxide, or no, oxygen. What was
Right,
it?
yeah, because
No.
carbon, they
You
already
want to
do
correct
that.
me on that, Spinny? I think I flipped that around.
Yeah, so there was, I think you're talking about the great oxygenation event. Like there's an extinction event where basically this algae on top of rocks,
Right.
the sea
Right.
algae, there's just made so much oxygen that it killed everything. Because there
Oopsie.
wasn't really creatures that fed on oxygen yet.
Didn't you send that to me?
Yeah.
And then that's
then
when
there
plants
there was
started to grow.
creatures, there was plants and stuff like that, and microbes that fed on carbon dioxide mainly, and they got suffocated.
Huh. Well, the more you know. The more you know.
Because
Mo.
they ate all this carbon dioxide, and it was just all oxygen.
So in turn, plants were left with no other choice but to start using the oxygen from the environment
It killed like 90 something.
and producing carbon dioxide.
Mm-hmm.
And
There
then
eventually was an
that
equilibrium.
flipped. So for today's standards, plants produce oxygen for us.
No, it's the same thing. They still do the exact same thing. They eat carbon dioxide. There was just no us to use the oxygen. So it just built up.
There wasn't animals or anything yet.
It was
Right.
just things eating carbon dioxide and spitting out oxygen. Oxygen wasn't a fuel for anything yet. It was just farts. Whereas like carbon dioxide's now farts and oxygen's fuel. It was the other way around. And I guess the only...
That's great to think that we're breathing in plant farts.
great to We are.
I love it. No, wait, that's weird. Wait, that's weird.
Yeah, like,
A little emoji or something
Oh my God,
of
I'm
a
making-
plant
oh my-
farting
oh my God, oh my
in
God.
one of our faces.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Tree hippie to the next level. Talk about tree huggers. Yeah. What about the
Hey,
tree?
Could you
The tree
imagine a
farter
little,
smarter.
could
Tree
you
farter
ima-
smellers.
Listen. Could you imagine a little plant, just a little daisy, just doot?
I mean, some plants do.
And like someone's going in to smell the plant at the same time.
No, but it doesn't fart from its butt. It farts from from its little powder, like from its fucking pollen. What's it called? What's it called? The little pouch of like in the middle.
flower dandruff?
Whatever.
I'm kidding.
Whatever.
But could you imagine? It's like a little like a clown squirt thingy, a squown squirty flower.
A squown.
I know what you meant.
Wow.
Like the squirty flower on a clown suit.
It's
I know
always
what
at
you mean.
this
yeah.
point I
The-
break and I get way too high and it happens. I can't.
Clown's daisy that squirts water out. I understand.
I think some flowers actually do that. We'll look that up. We'll get some evidence.
Sorry.
Do they? They squirt little water
I
at
think
you?
they do. Like, you know, in the episode of Pokemon when it would like gloom or like Bulbasaur shoots out like a little.
That's a cartoon.
Yeah,
Well,
it happens in real life.
Well,
Did you know
the-
Pikachu was inspired from a real animal?
Really?
Yeah, there's actually a little. What is the animal that it was inspired from?
It doesn't actually have electricity though.
No, it's not.
It's like a little field mouse.
Oh, little
There's
field.
lots of liberties,
Well,
but
the same
it's
thing-
a cute little field mouse
Same thing with
big old ears.
Little bunny.
Drowsy is based off an ancient creature that apparently would eat the dreams of children and stuff like that.
Okay,
So,
terrifying.
Ancient Chinese lore thing. And what? What is
Katrina's
your-
giving me like a drowsy look.
Yeah.
Having that White Widow hit you, is it?
Oh fuck, man. Like I can't even. My. Oh, I can't.
Can't even man.
Did that Jamaican? I was not the only one that heard the Jamaican there, right?
No, I heard it too.
Stop! I didn't do it on purpose.
I know. Spinny is like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm so high, I kind of zoned out for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't want to come off like a bitch, so you took another hit.
Yeah, I'm probably
I
gonna
think
smoke
I
a
got
bowl, yeah.
too high.
I'm pretty high. Yeah.
Let's get high, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke weed.
Smoke weed
Smoke
about
weed.
that.
That's so weird. Oh my gosh.
Smoking this White Widow again. Here we go.
Yeah. I am packing a bowl of random bud from a glass jar I brought.
It's jar weed.
This motherfucker has like different weeds. He just throws into a jar, like every last little bud. So
Like a salad.
It's like a roulette of weed.
basically,
Yeah.
What am I gonna get this time? Who
it's a
knows?
surprise jar.
Yeah, then you just kind of choose by the look of the bud.
You know,
You look good.
I'm gonna fucking smoke you.
I just gotta say one thing. I love you guys.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Thank you. It's okay. Spinny doesn't have to say it because he never says it.
He's. Oh yeah.
My microphone thing's kind of being fucky. I love you.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all love each other.
But yeah,
We're-
I just
we're
wanted to say
family.
that
I love you guys.
we are family.
Warner Bros. Music.
Yeah, that's gonna sue right away because they need the money.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of bleep. Okay, so a video I did in college
Yeah.
got copyright claimed.
Really? Which one?
Is the one I did a musicless music video.
All right.
So I did the music video and just like there was no actually footage of the band playing the music. It was all just like character footage.
Yeah.
And shit. So I just did all the sound effects for it.
And I got
And
copyright.
it got copyright claimed, so it's not on Facebook no more.
Oh.
That sucks.
Womp womp womp.
Well, Facebook has been like really tight on their copyright claims lately. This shit here. Like you couldn't even post like videos of something with the music or something behind it.
Anyways, any last space questions? Do you have any questions about space? Nobody asked you if you have any questions about space.
Well, he's kind of the guy
I
who
do
knows space.
No.
But
No.
what is
I
his
have
inquiries?
questions about
I want to
space.
know too, like what stumps him because he knows so much about space. What blows his mind?
Yeah,
Like I want to know.
I can go for a nap, sure.
Shut up! Don't be mean.
Fair. But
I mean, yes, it's a lot, but I want to know because I want to know.
quantum physics, I understand quite a bit about quantum physics, but there's a lot of things I don't understand. And it's spin of electrons and their tethering. Entanglement, not tethering, but it's similar.
So what is that?
I don't know if I could explain quantum physics with this high. I'll be honest.
We're talking about getting into like very complicated
Ant-Man
theories.
stuff. That's all I can tell you. That's all I know about
Lots
quantum
of,
physics.
like-
It's Ant-Man shit. It's Ant-Man shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty good at putting it in dumb terms for me. So
I'm pretty pretty good at explaining things in layman's terms when I really know them. And quantum mechanics and
it's something
quantum
you're
physics
questioning. Yeah.
is something I know a little bit, but not nearly enough because the people studying it don't know nearly as much as they wish they did. They know a lot more than
makes
me,
sense.
but they still want to know more, and there's still more to learn.
What was it you said earlier that I thought was like really profound? That's the fucking word I was trying to think of earlier. I thought it was really profound.
What?
We talked about how you're able to reteach something in language in layman's terms, which means that you really know what you're talking about,
Exactly.
rather than someone that just puts it out there, but they've read from a book with using the big words and stuff like that, but not being able to, like, you know, better for lack of words, dumb it down, right?
If you can't explain it simply to someone who doesn't understand it,
Right.
and so that they understand it, then you don't understand it fully.
Right. Exactly. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, like if you have to explain it in the most scientific, nerdy way possible, you can't explain it to someone just like in a way that almost works like connects
Yeah,
or Lego,
yeah.
like just makes sense, right? You can just do it; it makes sense.
Like you're doing right now.
Yeah,
There's just you have a way of just making references to something else that I do understand. So like when we were doing something the other day and you did exactly that. You were like, okay, well think about it like a Photoshop, I think is what it was. And you're like, how do you do that in Photoshop? And I'm like, oh, you're right. And you just
Yeah.
kind of related it to something that I'm, familiar with. You're very good at explaining things when you do know what you're talking about, which
for
I
sure.
appreciate. So
Excuse me. And I thought that was really profound earlier. You said that. I was like, oh shit, yeah, it makes sense. You know, someone who can able to explain it in a different way to someone who wouldn't understand it, and it helps them understand it. Helps them not only like the person explaining it understand it because they're explaining it in a lower way, like a layman's terms that they say. Making it so that they know enough, being able to make it so people can learn from that, right? Rather than someone just spewing out this is what I learned. And like, just like the, you know, without being able to say, well, what does that all mean to you? Like, you know what I mean? That's basically what it comes down to. Like, what does it mean to you? How can you explain that to someone who doesn't
I just
understand?
realized this is a fucking scene in Good Will Hunting.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
You haven't?
No.
How has the movie fucking buff not seen Good Will Hunting? What the fuck, man?
It's
I've never seen it either.
Have you seen it?
I haven't.
What?
I haven't seen it. I've seen references from other movies about
How
it.
y'all never?
It's been on our
Robin
list for
Williams.
a really long time. I know.
We'll just watch it.
All right, that could be an
No,
exception.
honestly, like it's been on our Netflix list for so long, and I've been like, oh, we need to get around to watching that. Like we have a literal list of things that are just like, I want to watch this, I want to watch this, I want to watch this.
Watching psychology breakdowns of that movie is pretty cool because
Well,
the movie's about psychology.
I like psychological movies a lot.
It is. It's literally their psychologists.
That's one of my favorite. Like even though I'm not well versed in it, it is something I find very interesting.
Exactly. Well, I was thinking, like, we did the Gangs in New York one, right? That podcast, that episode. Well, I was thinking, like, maybe once a month we do a movie.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, once a month. That way we get to talk about other things than movies. But once a month is good.
Yeah, right?
We all get
like,
together and
you know, that could even be just one movie we just watch 1 month as our movie. You know, doesn't
1 out of
necessarily-
3 ain't bad.
Yeah, right? Because
Yeah.
we've never seen it. It's supposedly really great.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's probably really good. I'm not saying it's supposed to be. I think it would probably really be good. But people always say that, and, you know, I don't want someone to be like, oh, you said it was great, and I'm watching it. It sucked. You
in
know?
our personal opinion.
Yeah.
But we haven't even watched it yet, so we don't even know
Yeah.
what our personal opinion is. But it's intrigued me to the point where I do want to watch it.
Exactly.
So, another one I really want to see is Girl Interrupted.
Oh, that's a good one. I've seen that one.
I really, really love anything to do with, like, mental health. Even if it's not, like... I don't know how to explain it, but even if it's, like... Psychological horrors are my favorite, for example. You know,
Yeah.
like, if it takes place in asylums, I probably like it. You know? It's weird. But it's, yeah.
What was the title of that one again?
Girl
Sorry?
Interrupted.
Girl Interrupted?
Yeah.
Have you seen that,
What?
Smitty? Girl Interrupted?
How many times are you going to try and get him to say it?
It'd be funnier if he asked you, and every time you try to say it, he interrupted you.
Wait, what?
Girl interrupted.
Oh, I get it. I get it. You're a dick. That's hilarious. Oh, I wish you'd done that.
I did.
In a way.
No, I did.
Oh, well, I did not catch that at all.
Have you seen it?
I don't know what it is anymore, to be honest. I'm actually now genuinely saying,
Oh my god, I'm so...
high. I am pretty high.
Angelina Jolie
Yeah.
movie. And,
Is it Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, what's her face? Fucking girl from
Winona
Adams.
Ryder?
Yes. Girl from Beetlejuice, is what I was trying to say.
And
Yeah, because I was like, I thought it was one of... Wow. Okay.
Wow, 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 wow,
Wow. No.
And you wonder why I always put you in the intro. Fucking Wario over here. Like Waluigi.
Evil laugh included.
Okay, for the record, I don't mean to do those things. They just kind of happen. Okay, like I'm apparently funny, and that's fine. If you want to, you know, whatever. You want to mock me? It's cool.
You're cute. It's okay. So, wah, 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 wah.
That was a good.
It's me, Tina.
I can't stop it.
Okay.
How did we get here?
It's a podcast about smoking weed.
Oh, I was trying to say the words Winona Ryder. Why can't I say her name?
Winona?
Is it Winona or is it Winona? Is it
I think it's
Winona?
Winona.
It's Winona.
Winona.
Winona. What?
Winona.
I am too high for this. Okay,
Anyways,
we're done.
Winona Ryder
Yeah.
She's in it, and so is Murphy. What's that one chick's name? She was in 8 Mile. Her last name is Murphy. I think.
Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy. Thank you.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Yes, she was also in that movie. Again, a great role. She played another crazy person.
I haven't seen it, so I want to see it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Like I said, it takes place in a girl's psychiatric help.
Yeah, that's
hospital.
why I want to watch it.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I've seen bits. I've seen most of it. It's been a long time. I think it's one of my sister's favorite movies.
I don't know. I just like different movies, and that's one that's on my list. As bizarre as that might sound, I want to
Do
see
you have
it.
any favorite space movies?
I've seen Alien, I think.
Wait, which one?
I don't know. All I know is there was a little girl and a big person.
Little girl and a big person.
A small human and a big human.
that narrows that down.
No,
to
okay.
about
I
1,000
remember.
things.
I remember Ripley.
Okay, so Aliens. Aliens. It's technically a sequel to the first one.
I don't know the
But,
difference. Why
little
is there
girl.
one with no S and one with an S?
Little girl.
There's 9 movies or more.
And they're all pretty similarly titled.
Well,
That's a
basically,
lot.
I think what happened was I can't. Oh fuck! I wish I knew the truth. Maybe I can look this up real quickly about it.
Newt.
No.
I remember.
Yeah.
that-
That's in the second one because, like I said, what happened, I think, was they recorded the first Alien movie and it was a big hit and they wanted a sequel. But I don't think Ridley Scott was willing to do it. So they got someone else to come do it. And they kind of just did the same, like, not the same thing, but took her and said that she was rescued by a ship and she met this little girl and helped this little girl basically survive because her ship gets attacked by an alien symbiote thing or what was it called? Not symbiotes, they're called, what were they called, Joes? Come on, you guys know, don't you?
No.
You don't know what the aliens were called in fucking Alien?
Aliens or predators?
Well, aliens were
The only names I know.
xenomorphs, I think that was.
Xenomorphs. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
I can circle back with the space question if you'd like.
I've also seen Armageddon.
Well, Armageddon, yeah, that takes place in space, I guess. Somewhat.
I've seen.
We know Star Wars isn't any of her list.
I've seen
What about Star
some.
Trek?
I've seen those.
You've seen them.
No,
I said, what's your favorite Star Wars, or what's your favorite space movie?
Oh, favorite. That's different
Well, you
because
might have like a kid movie that happened in space.
I'm trying to think. I wasn't a huge.
Wally?
Huh?
Was Wally your favorite space movie?
I didn't see that till I was older, and I've only seen it once, so I'm gonna say no, because that one's still like makes me sad. But I'm trying to think if there's any that took place in space that rhymed. Sorry. No, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go with my favorite being Armageddon, even though it broke my little heart.
That makes sense.
But that's just yeah. I'm not huge into like science and space, so that's not usually something I choose to watch on my own. It'll probably be something more that I get when you guys are like picking a movie and we're like, okay, we're gonna watch a space movie now. Okay, we'll watch a space movie now. That's like when Spinny picks a movie or something like that.
Well, you like Guardians, right?
Okay, does that count? Can I say Guardians?
Yeah, that's space.
yes, it counts.
Okay, then I change it. I like Guardians the best.
I got 2 favorite space
Okay.
movies.
Spinny, shoot.
Interstellar.
Never seen it yet.
And remember the movie? I think the movie's called Limitless.
Is that a space movie?
No, not really. But it does have like a minute scene of space in it, and it's one of my favorite space scenes ever.
Okay, I guess that counts.
It
You always do
I
that.
like it because of its space scene and depiction of the beginning of the universe.
Right.
It tries its best to visualize it. It does a really cool job.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy it. I remember that movie Limitless. She's blue powder drug. It's like, what's her name? She's in Marvel too. She's
Scarlett Johansson?
ScarJo, yeah.
You mean Lucy or
Lucy, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Limitless.
Yeah, okay.
Lucy.
yeah? I was gonna
Thank
say
you.
because Limitless is
I needed help, man.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
And he takes
it's
that
still a
pill.
good movie, but no, the end of Lucy is trippy as
That one either.
Alright. Well, then, if I was gonna pick two movies, it'd probably first one I'd have to go with Interstellar. Same with you. That movie is pretty fucking awesome.
We're gonna watch that
definitely
together.
gets
One
you
day, yeah.
thinking because it's pretty deep. And the second one isn't quite space related.
Another one.
But that would be the one that was fuck, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that's dream related. It's the one with fucking what's his name? Was it Leonardo?
Inception.
Inception. Thank
Never
you.
seen it.
Inception.
That's another one I've wanted to see. You want to know what movie freaked me
Because
out?
that is actually slightly based on real shit. Like, you can't go that far with it, but like actually being aware of your dreams
Right.
in your dream
Yeah, I can do that.
can let you do
Lucid dreaming.
some crazy shit. Yeah, lucid dreaming.
What are you over there just slapping salmon and punching bears?
Anyone
do
can
that.
do it with some proper training, but like
You can
it's
learn to
hard
lucid dream, yeah.
The problem is
do
I
it.
don't dream anymore. I can't just start dreaming. If I'm already dreaming, I can wake up slowly and lucid dream. But like I haven't been dreaming. I think I've been smoking too
And
much
are
weed.
there certain cues that you look for that kind of alert you?
I just don't open my
Hey.
eyes yet, and I can go back and I can like wake up, but I can go back to sleep
Well-
because I can still remember the dream because I haven't.
But like, if you're in a dream, how do you know that you are dreaming? You know what I mean?
You slightly wake up and then go back in the dream without opening your eyes, and then now you can control it. You just remember
Interesting.
exactly where you were because you only come out for a second, but you don't open your eyes. You're just like
Now I'm gonna present to you,
You
a
know what I
couple
mean? Like,
different ideas.
you just like phase in and out of sleep. One of those, and one of those you can like catch it.
Right.
That's true, but that's not one of
That's
the
how I
most
do it.
successful ways to do it.
That's just how I do it. That's just how, like basically when I'm waking up is when I'm dreaming, and
You have to try and convince yourself that you're dreaming. So like if I was sitting in the room right now and I was dreaming, I wouldn't know if there was a difference. And I said this to Chris earlier when I was suggesting that we're in a simulation or that we wouldn't know the difference like the philosopher that dreamt that he was a butterfly. So some of the ideas, if you'll read in lucid dreaming textbooks, is how to know if you're lucid dreaming. If you try and put your finger through your hand, you obviously can't. In a dream, you would be able to. Or if you try and hold your breath and plug your nose, you will actually still be able to breathe. And then the last one is looking at the clock. So if you look at the clock and it's like 11:53, and then you look at the clock again and it's like 11:53, it's like, oh, shit, that makes sense. Or if it's 11:54, it's like, clearly that clicked over. But if you look at a clock in a dream, it'll be 11:55, and then when you look back, it'll be like 2:33. Something fucking crazy like that.
I've never had shit like that happen in my dreams. I
If you
don't
can
think.
control this and realize in your awareness while you're dreaming, like find a clock and look at it and check it twice and realize, hey, I'm in a dream, then you can control it and like fly or go visit people or go, I don't know.
It just seems like so much more work than just like not opening your eyes and going back to bed.
Well, maybe you found a fucking loophole, motherfucker.
I did. Like, that's how I just been able to do it. Like I just can't dream. You need to be dreaming first when you wake up. You just
Hey.
can't open your eyes when you first wake up.
This could
Once
connect.
once I open my eyes, I can't go back to sleep and lucid dream.
This could connect to the previous episode with my brother, with me talking about fucking running like a little friggin' beast dog guy, or my brother jumping up in one spot and not really flying, but he said he'd just like jump up 300 feet and land where he wanted to go. Any lucid dreams for you, Trina?
No, not really. I mean, I kind of used to do the same thing as Spinny, like, but more like as I'm going to sleep, you know, I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff, and I'm sometimes, you know, you make up scenarios in your head, right? And like that's kind of how do I explain it? Like I'll make up scenarios in my head and then like I will go along with that scenario for so long that it'll actually become my dream because I'll fall asleep thinking about it in a way, right? Whether that dream continues once I hit my REM sleep is I don't know. I've been smoking a lot of weed for the past few years, so especially at night because I have a hard time, certain dreams bug me, right? So sleeping it through the weed and stuff like that. And then like I also listen to stories while I sleep so I don't think of stuff. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
So like when I'm listening to stories on the TV, it prevents me from thinking depressing stuff that might end up turning into a dream that I have to deal with.
That's true. Have you thought about like white noise or like maybe some brain apps?
Maybe we've tried actually. The one night Chris put on a meditation one for me instead of the stories, which was really nice, and that one was for like a good happy sleep kind of thing. And I actually woke up like super easy the next morning.
Or maybe
like I popped up out of bed, didn't I?
I wasn't here. I was at work.
Oh right, yeah, you were. Well, I popped up out of bed, and I was just like, "Well, I'm
Ready to
here
start
for the
the
day."
day.
Yeah, it was different, and I think we should definitely like do that more. But at the same time, I like the stories because I can kind of make it white noise for me. Whereas the meditation thing, I'm focused 100% on what they're saying, and if I kind of miss the beat of following along, sometimes it almost stresses me out. Right, because they're like, close your eyes, and I'm just like, I'm not ready to close my eyes yet. So then they're like trying to put you to sleep while doing it, right? And they're like almost almost like hypnosis, right? Where they're like, listen to my voice. You gotta just kind of breathe, do all that kind of stuff. And sometimes if I miss, if I'm not aligned, it almost makes me more anxious.
Yeah,
because I'm like, I'm not doing it right.
Oh man. Well, no one asked me what my favorite space movies were.
honey.
what
I'm
is your
sorry.
favorite space movie?
Space Jam.
I guess it counts.
Yeah, fucking right. It counts if your fucking
the
movies
fucking
count. Yeah. Hey,
Mine shows the literal beginning of the goddamn universe. Fuck you. And the other one is literally taking place 80% in
Wait.
space.
Well,
Does that count?
what?
Just a clip of the beginning of the universe.
Well, mine only takes place in space for a little bit because the monstars come from space. But I was just fucking around. That wasn't my favorite space movie. I just want to throw it out there because I figured, haha.
Space Jam's a good movie.
Yeah, but my favorite space movie is
The new Space Jam.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I forgot all about that.
That
one.
fucking movie is a trip to fucking watch. It is fucking fun, and fucking Alan Rickman, rest in peace, plays the fucking morbid fucking sorrowful fucking robot.
Do you know who showed me that movie? Who I first watched that movie with?
Who?
Roy.
I haven't actually seen that
Makes
movie.
sense. He liked
He
you
loved
haven't
that
seen?
book.
Yeah.
That's one of
Hitchhiker's
his
Guide to the
favorite
Galaxy.
books.
Yeah.
Neither have I.
Rest in peace as well.
I haven't seen this movie, neither has Ryan.
What?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Really?
Oh, we gotta find it.
I know a
and
lot of
watch it.
quotes from it. I know a lot about it, but
Oh
I
my
know
gosh.
it's amazing. I just haven't gotten a chance to.
We're watching
it's
it.
great. It's a good movie.
We got lots of movies
We
to watch.
should watch it for Roy.
We should make a list. It's getting
Gotta
to
find it
list
Sunday.
quantities.
Yeah. That's true.
Becoming more and more movies.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a little behind, but...
Well, it's
Or
okay.
we're ahead, sorry.
Yeah,
but-
we can just write them down now and start going ahead from there. Writing down movies as we go. What was I say? You know what I always keep forgetting to do? Our social media stuff.
Oh, yeah, maybe you should...
Every
you should do some
podcast,
plugs.
we end it, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot
Yeah,
to
well,
plug our
should've,
fucking Twitter and our Instagram,
Facebook
now.
page.
We're
Right
we,
beside your sticker there, you should put like a little, what do they got those? What are those
reminders,
little
sticky
cards?
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little sticker that has all of our social medias.
On the
That's
table.
that's
just
what I
to face
should
the
do.
table with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I should print one up from work.
Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. So,
Yeah, if you want to find us on Twitter, it's at always more pod, so you can look for us there. And at Instagram, IG as the kids say, it's always room for more podcast.
yes,
Alright.
sir.
And Facebook.
Facebook is the same. You can find us at Always Room for More Podcast on Facebook as well. And you
That's
should
our
pop up.
page.
Give us a like, follow, review, you know.
Yeah, come on in.
We always appreciate a subscription or a review.
So wanted to make sure I got that in there this time.
And you got them all right.
Yeah.
This is literally the first time.
Yeah, first
maybe-
try,
maybe the
no
point-
stuttering.
Maybe the idea is I gotta get real fucking stoned. The whole fucking time.
Great, so
But that's what you've been doing the whole time.
but he's
know.
never had 3 bucket tokes before he started.
Didn't we have this conversation?
We're stoned. We're gonna revert back. People are used to it by now. This is what, episode 8, 9?
8 is
8
8.
is 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, 8 space 8.
No.
That makes sense.
This could be episode 9 because 420 will air before this one. Making 420 episode 8.
Oh, true.
That's true. So that makes this Deep Space 9.
This is actually a podcast from the future.
We'll see if that's better
Actually,
than the other
it
one
would
that
be
we
a
forgot
podcast
and
from the
came up with
past.
earlier.
Pardon?
Technically, it would be a podcast from the past. You said podcast from the future.
Yeah. Or it's recorded ahead.
It's fine. We're trying to get on top of things. People should appreciate that because,
Exactly.
we're gonna get ahead.
So give us a follow, like, comment, all that fun stuff. If you're listening to us on YouTube, hit that like button.
Subscribe. And we always enjoy comments too.
Yeah.
Talk to us. We'll talk back.
Yeah, I get bored sometimes at night, or I'm at work and I'm on my break and I see the comments. I'm like, hey, cool, someone I can talk to.
Or maybe somebody else has got a strain they want us to check out.
Yeah.
Try out.
Yeah,
for
if
the
you
next
have any
episode.
strain recommendations, absolutely leave it in the comments.
Definitely. I'll try to find it if I can, because we gotta go by dispensary. So if you know a good strain, though, recommend it, and we will try to find it and smoke it.
We will tell you what we think.
And we hope you enjoy the 420 episode that came out earlier. We're gonna smoke weed about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming along for the high, because there's always room for more.